Have you ever had like a dream, something you've wanted to build or create that just felt bigger than yourself?
Mm.
Maybe it was, a career goal, a community project, or even just like the kind of family life you hope to build.
Yeah.
It's that human desire, isn't it, to leave our mark on the world, to
Yeah.
build something lasting and meaningful.
It really is.
And you know what? Often, the most incredible achievements don't happen through those solo efforts, but through collaboration.
Right.
I remember this one time I was part of this crazy community garden project.
Yeah.
It was ambitious. We had limited resources. And honestly, I had no idea what I was doing.
Mm-hmm.
But by just, pooling our skills and knowledge, we actually transformed this vacant lot into this thriving green space.
Yeah.
It was amazing. Like we
Yeah.
accomplished this together.
Yeah.
That spirit of collaboration, that understanding that we can achieve more together than we ever could alone, it's really at the heart of today's deep dive.
I like that.
We're going way back in time to explore King Solomon's grand project, the building of the first temple in Jerusalem.
It's a story that resonates across millennia.
Yeah.
Solomon's father, King David, had always envisioned this magnificent temple,
Yeah.
not just as a place of worship, but as a symbol of the Israelites' covenant with God,
Well,
a physical manifestation of their faith. But he was constantly at war. So the dream was passed down to Solomon, who inherited a period of peace, a chance to finally bring that vision to life.
so Solomon finds himself in a position to make this dream a reality. But what strikes me is that even as a powerful king, he didn't even attempt to go it alone.
Right.
He recognized that he needed help, specific resources and expertise that just weren't readily available in Israel. That's when he reached out to Hiram, the king of Tyre.
And this is where we see Solomon's wisdom and strategic thinking in action. Tyre was renowned for its skilled craftsmen and its abundance of cedar and fir trees,
Uh-huh.
materials perfect for building a grand structure, but scarce in Israel.
So it was a need that Solomon had, and it sounds like Hiram had something to offer as well.
Yes.
Was this just a one-sided request for help, or was there something in it for Hiram too?
Exactly. It wasn't a handout, it was a partnership. Solomon offered Hiram something equally valuable: wheat and oil, essential resources that Tyre needed.
Yeah.
It was a mutually beneficial agreement,
Oh.
a true win-win, which solidified the relationship between the two kingdoms.
It's a classic example of how collaboration can lead to success. I mean,
Mm.
think about it. Even in today's world, whether it's in business, community projects, or even just personal goals, those win-win partnerships are often the key to achieving something truly remarkable.
Absolutely.
It's about recognizing that we all have strengths, resources, and perspectives to bring to the table.
Right.
And when we combine those in a way that benefits everyone involved, that's when the magic happens.
I love that.
And that's precisely what we see with Solomon. This wasn't just about getting the materials he needed. It was about building a relationship, forging an alliance that would contribute to the success of the project and bring lasting peace between the two kingdoms.
A true partnership.
Yeah.
And the scale of this project was immense.
Oh, I bet.
To give you an idea, Solomon assembled a workforce of 30,000 laborers who were sent to Lebanon in rotating shifts to cut down the cedar and fir trees. On top of that, he had 150,000 support staff handling everything from transportation to logistics.
Wow.
It was a massive undertaking, requiring incredible organization and foresight.
It's like an ancient example of large-scale project management, isn't it?
It is.
The logistics alone are mind-boggling.
Absolutely. It speaks to Solomon's leadership and his ability to think strategically on multiple levels. He wasn't just focused on the construction itself. He was thinking about the long-term impact, the relationships involved, and the legacy he was creating.
And from what I understand, it all paid off.
Right.
The temple was built, a testament to Solomon's vision and his collaborative approach.
It was a resounding success, a symbol not only of the Israelites' faith, but also of the power of collaboration and the enduring impact of pursuing a goal larger than oneself.
So we just talked about the incredible scale of Solomon's project
Yeah.
and how he partnered with Hiram, king of Tyre, to get those resources that he needed.
Yeah.
It's fascinating, This centuries-old story can teach us so much about leadership, about collaboration, and dedication to a higher purpose.
It really speaks to the timelessness of these themes, the challenges that Solomon faced, the choices that he made. They still resonate with us today.
Exactly. I'm particularly intrigued by how this story can apply to our lives, today, particularly when it comes to strengthening our faith. Because let's be honest, building a strong and meaningful faith can sometimes feel like a monumental task, kind of like building a temple, right?
Right.
Yeah.
It's a great analogy because just as the temple served as a central point for the Israelites' faith, a place to connect with the divine, we need to consider what forms the foundation of our own beliefs. What are the core principles, the guiding values that give our faith structure and meaning?
So it's about identifying that inner temple that we're building, so to speak.
Precisely. And just as Solomon didn't hesitate to seek out Hiram's expertise, we should be open to learning from others, right? We don't have all the answers, and there's wisdom to be gained from those who have walked the path before
I
us.
see that.
Yeah,
How that parallels Solomon's partnership with Hiram. It's about recognizing that we don't have to go it alone on our faith journey.
right.
There are mentors, spiritual leaders, even just fellow believers who can offer guidance and support.
Exactly. Think of it as like building a spiritual support system.
Yeah,
Just as Solomon needed those skilled craftsmen to help him construct the temple, we can benefit from the insights and perspectives of others who can help us build a stronger, more resilient faith.
and it's not just about passively absorbing information, is it? It's about being proactive, just as Solomon was when he reached out to Hiram. We need to actively seek out those connections, those resources that can nourish our faith.
Absolutely. Just as the Israelites dedicated time and resources to building and maintaining the temple, we need to make our faith a priority. It's about setting aside time for prayer, engaging with the teachings that resonate with us, and cultivating practices that help us connect with something larger than ourselves.
So it's about creating space in our lives for our faith to flourish, about being intentional in how we nurture it.
Exactly. And just as Solomon's deal with Hiram resulted in benefits for both kingdoms, our faith shouldn't be something we keep to ourselves. It's a powerful force that can inspire us to make a positive impact on the world around us.
That's a really interesting point. It's like taking that win-win mentality and applying it to our faith journey.
Precisely. Our faith should inspire us to reach out to others, to build bridges, to share our beliefs in a way that's both authentic and respectful. It's about contributing to the well-being of our communities and the world at large.
So it's not just about our personal relationship with our faith, but about how that faith compels us to act, to engage with the world in a meaningful way.
That's the heart of it. Just as Solomon built a physical temple as an act of devotion, we can strive to build lives that reflect our values, our beliefs, and our commitment to something greater than ourselves.
It's about making our faith an integral part of who we are and how we move through the world.
And that's where the true legacy lies. It's not just about the outward expressions of our faith, but about the impact we have on others, the positive change we inspire, and the way we embody our beliefs in our daily lives.
You know, it's really incredible when you think about it. Even a king as powerful as Solomon, he recognized that he couldn't do it all himself.
Yeah.
He needed help to achieve this grand vision. You
Right.
know. He needed the expertise of others, the willingness to collaborate, to really build those bridges and create partnerships. It's like, it almost speaks to how interconnected we all are.
It does.
That feeling that we can accomplish so much more when we work together towards a common goal.
Absolutely.
It's almost humbling to think about, right?
Yeah.
That someone with so much authority understood how valuable it was to reach out to others, to seek out help, to find guidance. It's really makes you think.
It does.
And, you know, thinking about Solomon's legacy, it wasn't just about the building itself, the temple.
Yeah.
It was about the impact that he had, the relationships that he built, the way that he inspired people. And it makes me think about our own legacies. What are we building in our own lives, you know, literally and figuratively?
That's a great question.
Yeah.
What are the values, the principles, the dreams that we're putting our energy into? And who are the people who are supporting us along the way, helping us bring those dreams to life? Because just like Solomon had Hiram and those skilled craftsmen, we all need our own Hirams.
I love that. Our own, like, personal boarding advisors, those mentors, friends, family members, or just those people who are on the journey with us. You know,
Absolutely.
they can offer guidance and encouragement and maybe even a fresh perspective when we need it most.
Exactly. And it's recognizing that we don't have to figure it all out on our own.
Yeah.
We're actually stronger, we're more resilient when we have that network of support, that community of people who share our values and who inspire us to be our best.
So as we wrap up our deep dive into this ancient story, I don't know about you, but I'm feeling really inspired. Like, Solomon's story shows us that even the biggest, most ambitious dreams can come true, you know? when we work together, when we're dedicated to something bigger than ourselves, and when we never forget the power of human connection.
It's beautiful, isn't it? That reminder that each of us, we have the power to build something extraordinary, not just in our own lives, but in the world around us.
And that's a legacy worth striving for.